Ito ang Intercontinental Broadcasting Corporation. Sa bagong Pilipinas.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised.
From the news desk of the Mindanao Development Authority, delivered fresh by Mindanao Network, the business and investment news updates. This is the Mindanao Advantage. Our name, our edge.
Maayong buntag, Mindanao. We're all set and ready to hit the road to the Palm City of the South, Tagum City, for the 34th Mindanao Business Conference, the biggest annual gathering of business leaders, policymakers, and forward-thinking innovators from across the island. With this year's theme, Fostering Innovation and Sustainability Towards Global Mindanao, MinBisCon 2025 is set to spotlight industries shaping the region's growth from agriculture and halal economy to renewable energy and business synergy. Tara, samahan nyo kami as we take you on the road to this exciting event. This is the Mindanao Advantage, on the road.
It gives me immense pride and joy to welcome you all to the 34th MinBisCon 2025. Mindanao is a land richly blessed with fertile lands, abundant seas, and resilient people. But more than its natural wealth, the true strength of Mindanao lies in you, the entrepreneurs, leaders, and visionaries gathered here today. Your presence is proof that growth of Mindanao is not a dream for Mindanaoans alone. It is a shared mission for the whole Philippines. This year's theme, Fostering Innovation and Sustainability Towards Global Mindanao, speaks to a very heart of our journey. Expect exciting plenary sessions, engaging panel discussions, and meaningful networking. Expect bold ideas that will challenge the way we think and fresh partnership that will move our businesses and our entire island in the region forward.
I would like to extend my personal thanks to the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce of Industry Mindanao for the successful staging of this Mindanao MinBisCon 2025. Going to a conference which will host business leaders, policy makers, stakeholders from across Mindanao and beyond that will contribute in shaping the economic future of Mindanao. There is no way that I will not go and be there together with these people. For over a decade, the Mindanao Development Authority and the PCCI in Mindanao has been partners in fostering and advancing inclusive growth, regional competitiveness, and investment promotion across the island of Mindanao. Through MinBiscom and a series of strategic trade missions, we have cultivated a resilient alliance of local industries, one that continues to unlock opportunities and potentials that amplify Mindanao's voice in the national development agenda. This year's conference comes at a pivotal moment as Mindanao accelerates its transformation through landmark infrastructure and policy reforms.
MinBiscon is an annual event, where we gather not only the business sector in one place but also the policymakers. So it's an annual event wherein we get to touch base, review what has been happening for the past year, policies we need to pursue so that we will have a more competitive business here in Mindanao and to also promote economic development in Mindanao. No? This is also a chance for us in the business sector, especially from the Chambers of Commerce. It's a reason for us to gather together and we also get to network. See what's going on, how we can collaborate, how do we push Mindanao, can we do things to promote Mindanao and push for more economic development and investment here in Mindanao.
For today, there are actually 3 plenary sessions. The first session is about bridging borders. How do we ensure solidarity among not just within Mindanao but outside of Mindanao? We want to make sure that we are able to bring and sell the products and services of Mindanao, not just the products and services, but particularly the companies and the people who compose these companies, so that we will be known not just as a maker of quality products and services, but also to showcase to them that we have full of talents here in Mindanao.
As a business leader in Region 12, coming to the MinBisCon has opened up not just opportunities, networks, but even inspiring stories from all the people I've been able to meet, the presentations of Minda on the macroeconomic landscape of Mindanao. And at the end of the day, it really gives me, the participants, a better understanding of the opportunities, challenges, and how I think we can all work together coming from business, the private sector, in really pushing Mindanao forward and not always depending on Manila, but really taking matters into our own hands and finding solutions together as a community to push progress, push investments that lead to job generation and a better Philippines. Mindanao's growth is hinged, I believe, not just on what's outside of Mindanao, but really from within, which is the core competency of us as businessmen. As MinBiscon has become an important event for us to take stock of all of the positive developments, the challenges. At the end of the 2 or 3 day conference, we all leave knowing what needs to be done, what needs to be pushed, and what areas of focus we have to address to continue pushing for the development, ensure our businesses are successful and competitive, and at the end of the day, have a positive outlook for the future of Mindanao.
Speaking for the European Chamber and for the consulate I represent, which is Finland, cross-border partnerships are seen as catalysts for growth. No? So foreign chambers are not only conduits of trade, but also platforms of trust. And by linking Mindanao-based enterprises with investors, technical experts, and policymakers abroad, these chambers facilitate foreign direct investment in agriculture, infrastructure, and digital industries, encourage market access for Mindanao's export products, bring in the best practices and global standards. Dito na papasok yung product certification. And that is very essential for us to succeed if we want to penetrate larger markets. The most important thing that I really will stress to everyone else, and because this is everybody's business, it is a question of framing the right story of Mindanao. Why? Because doing otherwise can trigger serious misinterpretation of what Mindanao is all about. The global collaboration that I see here is really grounded on realities. Let's just have some real talk and real sense appreciation of what Mindanao is all about.
we in the business sector, we want it to be a land of opportunities. No, it's not promise, it's about opportunities. And we have seen that Mindanao has a lot of natural resources. We also want to show that Mindanao is an opportunity for not only the locals to invest, but there is peace, no? There is stability for investors to also invest. With all the plenaries that has been going on in the MinBizCon, they're chosen carefully to reflect on what opportunities are there for Mindanao. No? So like this year, we have innovations and technology in farming.
So we're looking at empowering farm agribusiness, cultivating investment-ready agribusiness MSMEs, and amplifying investments and exports. Investments and exports grow in the farm agribusiness sector. No? So I am seeing a lot of things here. There's a series of activities that will offer the farm MSMEs an opportunity to showcase themselves as a viable investment location and partners in the agribusiness sector, as well as a competitive and reliable source of agri-fishery products.
We need also to include the marginal farmers by doing training, doing specific innovation specific to the region. We need to include what are their existing practices. We need to encourage knowledge transfers and community engagement, and also the human capital development. So again, let us harness technology to secure the future of our fisheries by as much as possible trying to innovate and implement Aquaculture 4.0. Thank you.
There's a lot, especially with the advent of the halal economy. You know, in our earlier times, we only know halal as stamped on the products and services. Like we usually see it from the imported snacks that we get from Malaysia or Indonesia, and now it has expanded. We know that halal is a certification. It is a standard like that of ISO. And if you are a business who truly believes in the concept and the results of halal certification, then you have an expanded market. You have an expanded opportunity, because by the time you have a thorough understanding of halal, you will be able to take a look at, I should innovate as a business so that I can expand and offer that opportunity to those who need halal businesses or halal products and services. Like me, for instance, I just knew recently that there are already halal financial solutions and services. And then, in fact, if you dig deeper into the insurance business, there's takaful that is similar to halal. In the Philippines, I believe, we have to work together. We have to innovate also the modules that we offer. Like, for example, we know that DTI is a forerunner in the halal. And then, of course, we know that BIMP, IAGA, no, they're really good at it. But how about those who are not there? Those who are not in the region? We should know and work with them so that maybe we can improve on our education system, like especially those universities and colleges who are offering hotel and restaurant management. We can work on that. And then, in fact, halal is also true in terms of financial services, as I said earlier. Cosmetics. There's already halal industry that is operating now in terms of cosmetics. Not just that, the agriculture, because our livestock also eat food in the same way that we eat food. So it's a chain of opportunity that we can have with the halal economy. There's a big market for halal. And what is the opportunity for Mindanao? We understand our brothers and sisters, especially our Muslim brothers and sisters. So there's no way that we cannot integrate halal system in our business processes, in the way we do businesses here in Mindanao.
When it comes to our experience as a halal certification body, we existed since 2006. And our first client is based in Davao City, an exporter of processed fruits. That was during the time when there were no laws governing halal accreditation of halal certification bodies. But alhamdulillah, for our clients, they are both suppliers of domestic products and services. So these are dressing plants, slaughterhouses, producers of products, even food and non-food products. I think we have grown at least a bit.
I am a private company, but I work together with our partners, TCBIC, so Tagum City Business and Incentive Center, and also the LGU, City of Tagum, through the good heart of our City Mayor, Ray T. Uy, and also, of course, our very own Tagum City Chamber. So you can already see here at the Tagum City LGU level, there's already private. All of these companies are private. Private and TCBIC and LGU together with the PAM City, or rather the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And then we go up. We partnered with MINDA, the Mindanao Development Authority. We also partnered with the Davao del Norte Province. And of course, the DAVNOR Business and Promotions Investment Center. So you see, this is a full private-public partnership endeavor. So we created a very cheap and affordable e-commerce that any entrepreneurs can use. And so far, we're able to do it successfully. In fact, in the MinBizCon, the registration portal, including the website, is the solution that we created way back during the pandemic. We just updated it every now and then. And the result of MinBizCon today is actually from the efforts that we did during the pandemic.
The Mindanao Development Authority, recognizing the need of development here in Mindanao, signed an agreement with the PPP Center. By, I think in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we will be launching the PPP Center together with the Mindanao Authority here in Davao City. So business leaders like you, partnering with LGUs, no longer have to go to Metro Manila to process your papers. Magbubukas na po ang PPP Center here in Mindanao. And complemented by the Create More Act and the Public-Private Partnership Code, these reforms signal a clear priority from this administration, making the Philippines a more attractive, transparent, and efficient destination for investors. I therefore encourage all of you, MinBizCon participants, whether from the business sector, from the local government, or development institutions, to take advantage of these enabling reforms. Now is the time to bring forward bankable projects, forge new partnerships, and pursue innovation for development with a shared goal of putting Mindanao at the forefront of national development and national progress. Ito po yung palaging sinasabi ng ating presidente. Ang kinabukasan ng Mindanao ay kinabukasan ng buong Pilipinas.
I cannot help underscore the importance of having conversations between business, being able to liaise with departments of government. Minda is always here. These conversations actually bring out very important learnings. We call these business intelligence, compare experiences, spot opportunities that we businessmen, whether you're small, medium, or a large corporation, can actually look into for possible investments. In these conferences, we also invited companies like Meralco, who have provided interest about how these local chambers can actually spot challenges in their local distribution utility companies and see how partnerships with larger firms can help improve the quality and reliability of power, which at the end of the day has been the biggest factor for the slow development of many areas in Mindanao. So if we look at the map, we all want to see Mindanao at night shining bright, not just pockets of communities.
Progress is only possible when we work together with a shared purpose. At Aboitiz Power, we actively cultivate partnership with a wide range of stakeholders, from government agencies to international energy players to local communities. Through these collaborations, we aim to combine our collective strength, overcome barriers, and accelerate the transition to clean, inclusive, and sustainable energy. Our goal is clear: for the Philippines to have abundant, reliable, and sustainable energy that powers inclusive growth.
We here in Mindanao are at the crossroads. Palagi kong pinasabi pa ulit-ulit, we are at the right time in the destiny of Mindanao. Never have we experienced this level of peace and order that we have here in Mindanao. Ending a long decades old debate on what should come first. Peace and order or development? That debate has been answered for us. Almost all regions in Mindanao have been declared practically insurgency and CTG or communist terrorist group free. That debate has long ended for us. Now is the time for development to come in.
The message I would like to share for delegates attending the MinBisCon is keep an open mind, because everybody thought Mindanao is only about agriculture. Don't just look at agriculture. We have to look at what opportunities are there in each industry. And if it's along your line of business, then it might be an opportunity for you to expand and even grow your business. For the non-Mindanaoans, take a look at Mindanao, touch base with the different delegates who are attending. The delegates who are here from the private sector are mostly from the Chambers of Commerce. The members of the Chambers of Commerce are business people who are really looking also to see what is there for us to invest in, aside from our own industry.
As businessmen, we always look at risk. We always look at challenges ahead, and we always ask ourselves, what can we do today to prevent those challenges, events from happening tomorrow. So one of which that has been a recurring theme has been the power crisis that is coming. Time and time again, we hear the warnings already, and I think we have to ask ourselves today, is something being done? Lobbying, making noise does help in moving that needle forward. So at the end of the day, we all benefit and the economies grow, which in the bottom line leads to more employment for Mindanao.
So these are the things that the conference brings: ideas, networks, business network, informations, and of course for the government, who is also in the best interest that we have a robust economic growth. Then what policies should the government implement so that we become more competitive? It means leave the business to the private sector, but we need the right policies to grow. So that is my message to both the private and the government.
The only thing that keeps us is the learning that we get from here. And I am so happy to say that we have also raised the bar of our spotlighters. So who are our spotlighters? So you can see all of these private companies are our spotlighters, because without them, the 34th Business Conference would not be possible. So you can see here, I know that you'll have a time to showcase our partners and sponsors, but on top of that, they are here with the commitment, because maybe you have seen them presented their companies, but on top of that, what have they that they can offer more in terms of innovation and sustainable, renewable, what else? All the inclusive growth as far as Mindanao is concerned.
Together, we can turn Mindanao from land of promise into a land of fulfillment. Together, let us commit to building a global Mindanao that shines as a beacon of responsible progress, resilience, and hope. Let us show the world what Mindanao can do. Let us show that Mindanao is not only ready for business, we are ready to lead. We are ready to innovate.
Once again, congratulations to your successful MinBiscom. Mabuhay ang Mindanao, mabuhay tayong lahat, at mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Good morning.
And that's a wrap for the 34th Mindanao Business Conference here in Tagum City. We've seen bold ideas shared, partnerships formed, and opportunities unlocked, all aimed at building a more innovative, sustainable, and globally competitive Mindanao. Catch us on our next stop as we bring you stories that build a better Mindanao. This has been the Mindanao Advantage on the road. Our name, our edge.
Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised. Oras na para sa Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13.
In the heart of Davao City, along F. Torres Street lies the La Herencia Davao Arts and Events Pavilion. La Herencia is more than just an event space. It is a sanctuary for creativity, a home for the artworks born from the talented hearts and minds of Mindanaoan artists. Here, art finds not just a wall to be displayed on, but a community that embraces and nurtures it. At the core of this thriving hub is Mr. Rob Tañedo, an artist with a vision, one that dreams big for Mindanao's art scene. Through La Herencia, he has created a space where passion meets purpose, giving artists a platform to share their stories with the world.
Hi, I'm Rob Tañedo. I'm the property manager and art events manager of La Herencia Davao. I started when I was young because our family is a family of artists. But I distinctly remember I started when I was 3. But it was not my course in college because I was expected to become a doctor. I was a BS Biology graduate of De La Salle University, but I have also a master's in business administration in the Ateneo de Davao University. My passion in the arts made me join organizations that will cater to my creative side. I was a member of Malate Literary Folio and also Plaridel. Ang Pahayag Plaridel is the Filipino newspaper of De La Salle University, where I became also the art editor. And right after that, I was supposed to enter med school, but I decided to have my first solo exhibit and everything falls into place after that one. This is my work. I'm more of a sculptor. So this one is based on a comic book character that I really like. The artist is David Mack, and he actually created a comic book about a female assassin. So basically what I did, it's supposedly there's a tattoo that is starting to go out of her body, basically. The one that inspired me to discover the La Herencia art space is my students. I would always say that because I remember when I was still teaching in college, my student would ask, where will we go after we graduate? I mean, we do have galleries in Davao, but I think we need more. So I think being part of this community would help me to be able to showcase my student. Actually, we were established during the pandemic, so number one, that was the main challenge. So we do allow exhibition during that time, but limited audience, and we just hang the work because it's really different if you see the work personally. So we followed to all the protocols, so slowly we were able to build it up. So this one is our foyer, and this is the biggest art space for display, on display. It's 109 square meters, also with a high ceiling. The biggest number that we were able to exhibit here at one point is 300 artworks. And it was done in the gallery, on a saloon style, wherein you get to see the work from top to bottom, basically, with the panels. The world becomes uncomfortable. Actually, it's a nod. We had an exhibit before in 2017. The public becomes uncomfortable. And we were just, how many at that time? 15 artists? This time, we have more than 60 artists exhibiting. So it's a bigger approach. So we call it the world becomes uncomfortable this time. So the minute you step in, you are bombarded with works with very heavy visuals and colors. How do we evolve? Sometimes something uncomfortable happens. So that's the one thing that is important. We just don't rely on status quo. We need to move forward. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing, but one thing's for sure, we learn something from it as well. And it also makes us become more critical thinkers when we look at these art pieces, because sometimes it's not just, people would assume it's ugly kaagad or it has this political, but it's beyond that when we look at art. So it asks us more. And that's what I love about works that makes us think.
Well, I was invited by Rodea. They're the curators, so it was really an honor to be here.
We are also encouraging creatives. It's beyond art. We also do merchandise and design. So we also encourage them, if we do have open calls, we have the Art Tienda as one of our platform that features merch artists so that they could trial if their product would be noticed or the community is receptive to it as well.
We are selling hand-painted stuff and saka mga print stuff. Okay, at saka yung mga handmade stuff which is from imagination of my daughters.
I like to design mini hats and like doing some random stuff, fabric charms, like flowers, bows, and buttons. We add it into the hats.
Well, basically, this is my daughter's creations. Kasi when she was little pa, as around 3 years old, she actually likes to do the arts and crafts. So right now, this is a culmination or somehow a journey to her, and these are the results of it. That's their inspiration in itself.
Yeah, it's maganda. Kasi si Sir Rob, binibigyan niya yung opportunity, yung mga bagong entrepreneur, yung venturing into this. And was generous enough to offer this. Kaya and it takes somebody to believe in you na you can do it.
This art space is more than just a venue. It's a stage where Mindanao's artists can shine. La Herencia has become a vital platform for creativity, a place where local talent is celebrated and given the recognition it deserves. And at the helm, championing these artists is Mr. Rob Tanedo himself. Discover how La Herencia and Mr. Tanedo continue to uplift and support Mindanao's art community when Alampat returns.
The Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13. Oras na para sa Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13.
Earlier, we met Mr. Rob Tañedo, a visionary artist whose passion for the arts led to the creation of La Herencia, a hub that has become a pillar of Davao's flourishing art scene. Now, let's take a closer look at how this art space continues to nurture, support, and inspire a growing community of creatives across Mindanao.
I think the difference between a gallery and an art space is more flexible in tuning into what the artist would want the exhibit to be. Actually, we don't choose any artist or preferences. If you're interested to already showcase your work, let's talk about it, just based as simple as that. We're not that difficult. But of course, we review the body of work of the artist. Sometimes they would request sometimes to go solo exhibition, but we feel the works are not yet ready, so we advise them to join either a group show or make it a 2-man or 3-man show, basically. So we do give sound advices. So whatever difficulty they might have in an exhibit, we provide to them, like the panels, even the write-ups. We do provide write-ups because sometimes it's the challenge for the artist. But in the process also, we teach them how to do it, because we would expect that later on, they will do it themselves. It's not just the vision of the gallery, but the vision of the artist comes into place.
Dagan kang challenge na ano jud, may enjoy ka, may dagan ka dagan ka ma-connect ano labi na sa experience may encounter nimo sa kuan kaya na makabuo ka sa isa ka piece na isa ka dagdag sa imong perspective.
Artist is a bearer of conscience and truth. So sometimes what the society tends not to say, or to tell, the artist projects into his works. The one who articulates the humanity itself.
Sa La Herencia, experience na ko kani grabe kay support. Grabe blessed kami, thankful kayo. Welcome kayo kay kanina gallery. Dili lang kay support ni sa tanan art, genres, tanan klaseng art style. Masig controversial pa na imong trabaho. Walay kwan din sa La Herencia. Dawat nga support na tanan para so mapuan sila tanan ng mga ubang artist ma-promote yung kwan nila. Labi na sa mga young one artist gina-support.
Do your work and also look at other people's work. It's not comparing, but more gauging yourself where you are as an artist or as a creative. Also join, if there are readily available open calls for an exhibition, give it a try. You never know, you might be selected.
Mindanao is distinct in the sense that it's different from even the humor and the culture is different from other places of Europe. So the struggle is we are at the far end of the Philippines, so you'll see the power of Manila. So it's very difficult to project the Mindanao work. Unless lions don't tell their story, the hunters would always be the heroes. It's about time that Mindanaoans tell their story.
We're so grateful kasi there are also people who actually believes on the new generation artists, especially ngayon na when we talk about artists, hanggang dyan lang sila sa canvas. But the way you see right now dito if you look around, you can actually see that there are artists who are good at arts and crafts and other avenues in the arts.
Actually, that's the good thing about Mindanao, because I think we're deeply rooted to our heritage and culture, and that makes it unique by itself. But also, in us exposing ourselves to the world, we also get ingrained with a more global approach to our pieces, but not forgetting our identity. I think that is the strength of a Mindanaoan artist. It's really our identity and our make use of our heritage to be our roots, to be able to create our pieces of work. On our 5th year, which will happen in 2026, we are looking forward to actually going beyond La Herencia as a space. We plan to go to different locations, which we started actually last year already when we joined the Gateway Art Fair. But we want more of that because we feel we also are obligated to look for the audience for our artists. Sometimes the audience is not here, it could be in another place. So we bring them along with us so that they will be able to discover other audiences for their artworks. I envision everyone to be able to do what they want to do and also be open to other artists coming in Mindanao and have a strong collaboration and an exchange basically of different points of view and culture. That they are able to appreciate art better and be inspired, that they themselves would look into their own creative side.
When an artist creates, they leave fragments of their heart and soul in every brushstroke, every line, and every artwork they bring to life. But to build a space where fellow creatives can freely express themselves and share their visions with the world, that is a true gift to the art community. Through the dedication and passion of Mr. Rob Tañedo, La Herencia has become a beacon for Mindanao's thriving art scene. A space born from an artist's love for his craft, it stands ready to welcome yet another Alampat.
The Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13. Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised.
"7 years ago, she used to be a lady locked in her desk. Fast forward today, with her creative roots reignited, she now makes flower clay statement pieces for a living. Something that isn't only worn, but holds a story of every woman behind every carve and hooks.
As I mentioned, professionally, I did everything but lean into my artistic side. It was a very practical path, but during my free time, it was always there. Art was always there. It was always an interest of mine. Even since grade school, I would make bracelets and necklaces that I would sell in school. In college, I would paint shoes and make dream catchers. And then this just happened. I have really no background in art. It's really just happily stumbling into this thing, finding what works, experimenting. But I think it was necessary that I went through that path first. I was able to hone skills that are practical, that are still necessary and needed in life now. And then when I had no choice but to stop, which was when I was put on bed rest during pregnancy, it felt like the right time, like, okay, now is a good time as any, instead of just laying in bed doing nothing meaningful. Funnily, Slow Made Studio was never meant to be a business. It was just something I woke up with a strong urge to do. I kid you not, I woke up one day saying, I need to make waling-waling earrings. Because I couldn't find it anywhere. Nobody was selling it. But it was also an ode to my new home because I began loving Davao so much the moment that I got to know it better. This place has been so kind to me. In terms of our lifestyle, it's very important for us to be close to nature. So these are the things I enjoy and love about Davao. There, I wanted to make a piece that was meaningful to my new home. I would kind of see in like lampposts or signs around the park these waling-walings, but then I never see them in clothing or as accessories. So I thought, like, why not? I would love to wear waling-waling earrings. Ceramic florist, I just kind of made that term up, but I had a background in ceramics before. So during the pandemic in Singapore, I took up a course in ceramics at Goodman Art Center. Just making things for fun and to feel good, forget about being away from my loved ones. And then I had no idea that one day it would be a valuable skill that I could bring on to Slow Made Studio. But the reason why it is now is because I would just post about it, like me making things. And then I got surprised that a lot of people were asking about it. They were like, hey, can you make me one? And then one order turned into 15, turned into 30. And I was like, I could do this. It felt very natural. Especially with the pace that I set for this business, which is why I named it Slow Made Studio, so that people understand that it's not mass-produced, it's not made in a factory, it's made in a home where it's noisy and messy, and sometimes I'm interrupted by a toddler or that I have to cook in the middle of making things, so I have to pause. So there's a lot of soul in it, which means it's not fast fashion. That's why I chose that name, so that when people hear it, they go like, oh, slow made. So it's not gonna be something I can get right away. So setting that pace from the very beginning, setting that tone, I think it's helped me reach my people, and it has reduced the amount of pressure. It's made it more fun. I'm not pressured by, okay, I have to churn out how many pieces today. I also accept pre-orders. I would rather do things properly at the right pace than to rush things just so that I have stocks. I'm not just making pretty things. I want to be able to make things that are meaningful. It makes me so happy when people say, oh, I know what the waling-waling is. I'm from Davao. I used to see it lang street light, lampposts or whatever, and then now they're proud to wear it. But I love more when people don't know about it and then they go, oh, that's endemic, that grows here. And I said, yes, these beautiful colors all in one flower grow here in Davao. So that's a little magic moment for me, and I'm hoping that the more people know about this flower, they know the name, they'll be more curious about it, and they're gonna want to protect it. Well, I think it's such a huge statement for somebody to bring it up on stage and proudly wear it as a Davaoeña. That makes me so happy. And I also sometimes get letters on my inbox. Someone in Canada, and she was gifted these earrings, and she wrote me this heartfelt letter saying that, you know, these earrings remind me of the orchids that grow in my grandma's garden. And yeah, that makes me so happy.
Much of her pieces have been done by iconic local personalities like Carlos Mangkupang of Taste of Home, Reyna ng Davao 2026 Beauty Queen, Ava, and even the Miss Universe 2019 Catriona Gray has proudly dangled a waling-waling pair.
I always try to be present during my pop-ups because I love having conversations with these women who come by, and I love hearing their stories about how the pieces make them feel. Like, it feels so good to make them, and it feels so good knowing how it makes other people feel wearing these. Apart from the endemic earrings that I make for Snowmaid Studio, every now and then I open up custom slots for custom pieces. These are just flowers that are outside of my typical endemic flower catalog. And these are really where all the heartfelt stories are. And I do my best to respect the anatomy of the flower also. So when they send me a picture, it has to really look like that. And even more when I'm inspired by a local endemic flower like this. This is the Phalaenopsis bastiani. I have to make sure I have the colors, the shape down to a T. Because if somebody asks me about it, oh, what are you wearing? And then I say, oh, it's our endemic flower, and then it looks nothing like it in nature, it doesn't quite sit well with me. So yeah, of course there's room for artistic play, like the white waling-walings that don't exist in nature. But I think it's become a signature piece through time. I would say just give it a shot. Even if you're doing it in small ways, it's really just a matter of prioritizing what matters to you. I made smart choices, so I think that's what also allowed me to now pursue this slower pace. Everything in this life is instant these days. Everything is fast-paced. In terms of like going slow, it's really a very intentional thing. So you have to make the decision that you're not gonna just waste the hour doing mindless things. Feed it intentionally with information that's gonna help you. Look at colors that make you happy. Take a walk outside. Notice things that are outside that could feed your curiosity. Talk to people. Yeah, and take it slow.
From working to the bones to making art in a studio without deadlines to meet, Caprice Ledesma's journey reminds us that it is okay to walk away from a place that doesn't serve you peace anymore. Because just like flowers, you bloom where you are destined to grow and flourish. In the right time, slowly, but surely.
Walang babala ang lindol. Kung nasa ganitong sitwasyon ka, alam mo ba ang gagawin mo? Narito ang ilang paalala para sa iyong kaligtasan kapag may lindol. Huwag magpanik, maging